Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Boku no Hero Academia chapter 195, and I'm really excited this week because last week we got to see Shinso Hitoshi is jumping into the kind of main story. He's going to try to be getting into the hero program now, he's applying for it, and I think what's more likely to happen is that he'll get added as a 41st member of Class 1, but at the same time, it is possible that somebody could get dropped, but I doubt it. I don't think Horikoshi's just going to go along and drop a random member of Class B that we already don't have development for or anything like that. And I also doubt anyone from Class A is going to be going, unless they have evidence that some member of Class 1 in general is the source behind the information leak, whether traitor or accidental. But even then, we have no evidence that there really even is a traitor behind all of this. It could always be some other concept, like somebody's quirk from the villains or something. But point being is that I don't think anybody's going to get dropped, but it's possible. And I could joke around here and say Mineta because he kind of annoys me. And that's just because I'm not going to get deep into that, but it's just because, you know, there are plenty of manga and anime where I find the general trope of the sort of pervy comedic relief character that occasionally gets a cool moment. I like those characters generally, but you can have too much of a good thing, and I think that's been Mineta. I think he just has taken it a bit too far to where it's been annoying. But yeah, sorry, didn't want to get off on that side note. But yeah, I'm excited to read because I want to see so much more of Class B and also Shinso. And I hope when we get into year 2, they switch up the classes a bit. And I think somebody has said that Horikoshi even said that they will do that. They switch up the classes a bit so that Izuku gets new people in his main class that we'll get to see him hang around with more. But either way, let's just get into reading. I love this cover page with Shinso there. I love the mask to cover his mouth and everything, plus the weapon that Aizawa uses. So good. Hitoshi Shinso, quirk brainwashing. Anyone who responds to his questions is forced to obey his every command, but only if he wants it to happen. Chapter 195, Clash. Class 1A versus Class 1B. Awesome. So good. Now we have Shinso, and it's a reaction from Izuku and Ojiro. So that's what he meant when he said, well, yeah. Wait, is that Mr. Aizawa's binding cloth? So, I guess the mask is an original, huh? It's good to have you with us, dude. And we have Tetsu and Kinoko there. And I've seen so much Kinoko fan art over the past week. People really fell in love with her. Not as much love for my girl Setsuna, but whatever. If you talk to him, you'll be brainwashed, right? If you've never seen it before, you're done for. But what about Midoriya? He got caught in it, but he was able to cancel it out, says Mineta. Honestly, that was nothing but a fluke. Shinso's brainwashing was the trigger that caused me to see the vestiges. That's another thing that people brought up too. Now that Shinso's back in the story, Izuku might be able to use him and his quirk to try to see more visions of the former holders of One for All. Talk about a coincidence. Or could it be... Go ahead and greet everyone, says Aizawa. Man, you could do all the naughty stuff you want, and you'd never be caught. You better not try to control us. And we have that same flashback from before. I know I've already... I'm sorry, I just noticed the one guy that dropped out of the sports festival on the left there. I always forget his name. His costume looks very Dragon Ball Z-ish to me. And I also love the angel-like design there for Shiozaki. I know I've already encountered many of you at the sports festival, but you won't catch me thinking that we're all buddies now that we've exchanged blows. I'm not some good-natured person trying to tout out a superficial sense of sportsmanship. The fact of the matter is, I've gotten a late start and I've already been left in the dust by hundreds of steps by you all. I'm sorry, but I'm desperate. The people would never understand just how lucky the blessed people would never just understand just how lucky they are to be born with the ideal quirk for the job and free to be able to achieve their goals. I will become a great hero so that I can use my quirk to help others. All of you here today are obstacles that I must overcome. I have no intention of making friends. That's quite the glare, says Uraraka, and Tokoyami is clapping. Things are getting intense. It's like I'm looking at early Roki, says Sero, also clapping. You think? Yep, and Todoroki's clapping too. I like this one, says Monoma. This is great. Alright, let's get down to it then, says Aizawa. Combat exercises, says Vlad. This time around, it's a battle between Class A and Class B. And we have training field. Oh God. Oh God. Do not think I am stupid, please. Oh no, a lamb does the opposite thing. It's upside down. I have no idea what Greek letter that is. It's gamma. That's the one that they've used before, I think. Yeah, I am so sorry. I think it's gamma, though. It's modified after an industrial area. There are very few open spaces, and its notorious features are its poor visibility and footing, because they've used this one multiple times. And the stage will be this section of Training Field Gamma. Each side will split up into groups of 4, and one team from each will battle it out at a time. 4 to a team, eh? Sounds fun, says Setsuna. Fun, repeats Kinoko. Including Shinso, there's 41 of us. How are they going to deal with that odd number, says the beast dude. Okay. So split up in groups of 4, one team from each will battle it at a time. This is going to be a really good arc. I'm actually really excited to see something like that. Today Shinso will be participating in 2 battles, one on Class A side and one with Class B. In other words, out of 5 matches, 2 of them will be 5 versus 4. Okay, but that means the teams with only 4 will have a clear disadvantage, says Toru. Trying to integrate Shinso, who has next to no experience, into your team of 4 will likely be an even bigger disadvantage. It's true that the team of 5 has a numerical advantage, but they'll still have handicap. The setting for this battle is the heroes move to surround the villain group and capture them. Okay. Each team shall perceive the other as the villains. Once either team captures 4 members of the other, it's their victory. They have been saying that the villains are becoming organized after all, says Kinoko. Nice and simple. I like it, says Tetsu. We're supposed to be heroes, and yet to our opponents we're villains? So which is it? What are we? We have Ida's conflict within. I think it's fine to consider yourself a hero, says Momo. In each team's camp, we've installed a wicked, cute, irredeemable prison. The moment you imprison your opponent in there, they'll be considered captured. Come on in! It's another Nedzu designed thing. Sentenced to 99,999 years of hard labor. Regrettable, horrifying, busted. Or mortifying. Way to up the tension. Oh my god. This is so good. That means rendering your opponents unable to fight close to your own base would be the most efficient. But that sure won't be easy. Once either team captures 4 members of the other. So that's the handicap, eh? Says, Bakugo. Alright. Yep, not only do you have to team up with an inexperienced member, but also, even if you're a team of 5, you'll still lose if 4 of you are captured. So you're saying we have to fight while carrying a dead weight. Is that it? Assholes. Cut it out, dude. That's such a rude way of saying it, says presumably Kaminari. It's fine. It's the truth after all, says Shinso. You're the one leaving him in the dust in terms of virtuousness. Alright then. Time to draw lots. Alright. Okay, we have our teams now. So we have Tsuyu teaming up with Koda, Kaminari, and Kirishima versus Subaraba. Rin was the guy's name. I looked it up after I read last time. Hiryu Rin. And then Shiozaki and Jirota. Now we have Aoyama. Oh, I was like, there's only 3 of them. Took me a while to see the gloves. So we have Aoyama, Momo, Tokoyami, and Hagakure versus Manga, Kurohiro, Kinoko, and Kendo. And then, oh, this one looks like it'll be good. What is it? Ojiro, Todoroki, Ida, and Shoji against Tetsu. I don't know the dark hair guy's name. And who is that in the one suit that's covering their face from last time? And Pony. Ah, gosh, I just don't know the 2 characters in the middle. I don't know who they are. Of course, we haven't been introduced to all of Class B, so I just don't know all of Class B. Then for the 4th, oh, this one looks good too. Rikido, Sero, Jiro, and Bakugo against Bando, Owase, Setsuna, and what's his name? Kamakiri. That was his name. And then the final one would be Izuku, Uraraka, Mina, and Mineta. I love their pose at the bottom. Against, what was her name? That's Reiko, I believe is her name on the far right. Reiko, the chubby guy whose name I always forget. I just remembered her name, Kodai. Kodai and Monoma. That'll be a good one too. And of course we'll probably get more time with it since it's Izuku's. I'm interested in all of these though. The top 2, maybe a little bit less. Actually, I don't know, because Kirishima's quirk is really cool, and I really like Asui and Koda a lot. And it would be cool to see them fight against Subaraba, who has a pretty cool quirk, and same with Shiozaki. Plus, I'd like to see more of Rin and Jirota and what they can do. 2 is probably going to be the lesser of the interesting ones, because Manga and Kurohiro I'm not sure I'm that interested in. And same with, as much as I like Hagakure, she doesn't really do all too much. But we'll see how things go. I'm really excited for this. This arc has all the makings of being great. Okay, so he's joined Team 1B and Team 5A. I think those... Of course it would, because he'd be with Izuku. So 1B, he's going to be against Kirishima's team. And 5A, he's going to be Team Izuku. At least I'm assuming that's how it goes. Okay. You'll join the teams of each number you pull. Oh no, I got it the opposite way. So it's the team against Izuku, and it's part of Kirishima's team. I know one of ours said some nasty stuff, but let's try and get along all the same. It's a pleasure working with you, says Kirishima. Give me all the details about your quirk, says Asui. You've got the face of a popular guy. I bet you're popular with the ladies. Yeah, trust me, I can tell, says Kaminari. Thanks for having me. You're good, yes, very good. Let us join forces and give that deplorable Class A a nice thrashing, says Monoma. Don't mind him, he always takes things too far, says the guy whose name I always forget. Thanks for having me, he says. I like the ninja-type outfit that Reiko has going on. Is her name Reiko, or is it just Rei? I think it's Reiko. Because she has she has a bunch of, words for ghost or spirit in her name. And I think her quirk might actually be Poltergeist, but I don't totally remember. Class B, Team 5. I'm sure we'll get along swell, says Monoma, that pose. It'll be a rematch for you, huh, Deku? Yeah, those vestiges are still bothering me, but for now. So is he going to try to get captured on purpose to try to get a look at the vestiges more? Have you gotten stronger, Shinso? I'm excited to see how you'll come after us. Where do you pull that out from, says Uraraka in the background. And he's putting his mask on. You'll start in your own areas. The time limit is 20 minutes. And of course, to show off how useful he can be, he's probably going to totally crush poor Kirishima's team. Or no, maybe crush the other team against them, actually. Never mind, maybe he isn't going to crush them, because I couldn't see Class B just getting crushed like that. It'd be too quick, I think. And I think Horikoshi wants to build them more evenly. You'll start in your own areas, time limit's 20 minutes. If you're unable to finish the match in that amount of time, with the team with more members remaining wins. All Might and Midnight are here, says Mina, Could they be lovers? She thinks, always trying to make things about romance. So, who do you think will win? Who indeed? Class A has overcome numerous crises, and they're strong without a doubt. However, he says, looking at their grades and data, Class B has actually undergone more growth. Thanks to staying out of trouble, they've been able to steadily hone their strengths. Without further ado, let the first match... You're really into this, and Vlad's announcing it with Aizawa in the background. Start. It will be Class A, who has the demonstrated remarkable abilities in times of crises, or Class B, or will it be Class A, who has demonstrated remarkable abilities in times of crisis, or Class B, who has been steadily raising their level as a whole. Alright? Oh, I just realized something. We haven't seen, what's his name? Hononuki. He's probably the one in the mask from before that I couldn't tell who it was. We haven't seen Hononuki, so that's probably him. Don't know who the black-haired guy is still, though. That one's still a mystery. Don't know his name or anything about him. But, like this page. I'm looking forward to finding out. We're both familiar with each other's skills to a certain extent, but let's stay together and try to simply overwhelm them with numbers. And Asui's costume is definitely totally different. It looks like it's more green and white than green and black, maybe. Or maybe this effect right now was her using her quirk to camouflage, but either way. Or yeah, she is using camouflage. But still, her suits look different recently. And I know a lot of people are going to be liking that panel. Wait. Don't you think it'd be better for me to split up from everyone else and just fire off some blasts all over the place? So, that's her camouflage. If you're aware of it, you can definitely still see her. And have you thought about what to do while you're all split up? You'll be alone, you know. You've got a point. Not to mention that Shiozaki's real trouble. She's got serious range and I lost to her, says Kaminari. Ideally, we should start by neutralizing the most troublesome quirks, says Shinso. Hey, you know your stuff, Shinso. Everyone understands something as simple as that. Huh? Just like we're all thinking we have to do something about Ibara. The other team's probably thinking we have to do something about Kaminari, says Asui. Not to mention Shinso, who may lack experience, but his quirk is plenty strong. I'm counting on you guys here. We need to create a situation where you two can really go wild, says Kirishima. And we have some birds coming in. Thank you very much, says Koda. Hey, they're back already. Did you find her? Says Kirishima. They found Shiozaki to our left, and she's alone. She's heading this way while probing over a wide range with her vines. I really can't get behind the idea of ganging up on a girl, but says Kirishima. And then the three of them look over suddenly. Same with Asui. Okay? Roaring Rage. And we have a very beast-like, what's his name? I forget it. It's not Jutaro, is it? But he grabs both Kirishima and Asui. What? Kirishima? Too? We'd already taken into account that we'd be located by Sir Koda's searching ability. Of course, we also knew that you'd be most wary of Lady Shiozaki, so we used her as a decoy, allowing me to crawl up close. There's a strong possibility that if we left him to his devices, Sir Kaminari could run away with the match. Therefore, we brazenly invaded your territory first. Okay. So yeah, honestly, that would mean they should still want to either fight close to Kaminari, or they'd want to take him out first, since, or actually, I guess maybe they'd want to take him out last, since as long as there were other people around, they would think that they should probably leave him for last, since they'd think his quirk would be best not around other people, because they shouldn't know too much about his sharpshooting. Okay. I've got quite a sensitive nose, you see. Jirota, not Jutaro. Okay, I was like, I just got some, I just got the last two syllables mixed up. Jirota Shishida, quirk Beast. He can transform into a beast, drastically augmenting his physique, muscle strength, hearing, sense of smell, and vision. However, while transformed, he gets an overwhelming high. Check out my new special move. After developing my quirk, you won't be able to discharge any electricity when you're surrounded by your teammates, Denki Kaminari. Air Prison. Okay. That's a solitary confinement cell, completely impervious to sound, and he traps Koda in it. But we know enough power can break through his solid air, so we'll see how things go. Alright, kick their asses, Shishida. You've got it. Just leave it to me. Now he's coming towards Kaminari and Shinso. Nice work, dude, says Kaminari. He's talking with my voice? That mask, says Izuku watching. Artificial vocal cords. Persona code. Brainwashing complete. Okay, so he's taken over Jirota as a way to show his new abilities. Really awesome. This was such a fun chapter. I really want to see more of this arc, just because I love the entire concept whenever we get these team battles and stuff. Plus the concept of them having to capture each other, and whoever has the most people left, if they don't capture all of them, is a really cool way to set up the rules for a game. And I just generally like these game types of arcs and competitions in anything. So this is really fun, and I love seeing more of the Class B characters. I hope we get to see a lot more of them, like we got to see for Jirota here. This is more than we've probably seen of him in all the 194 chapters before this. So I'm looking forward to more of that. Plus I think it'll do good to see more combinations and team-ups from Class A. So yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter and what you thought of my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more. Sorry, hiccup. More Boku no Hero Academia, much more, or anime and manga, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there, talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord, then just ask and I'll give you a link. It's free and open for anyone. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.